all of you. You're able to hear my voice, guys? Okay. So now, today we'll start off the details, guys. Uh, I think most of the guys will be receiving one message from Priya. If you are not able to get any messages now, from now onwards, you need to contact Priya at Zoom group. So they will give you all the details related to videos. And recently, the last video is not been uploaded because we are waiting from the WebEx itself. Once the WebEx gives us, we'll upload you. There's a delay from the WebEx side, guys. In the folder, what has been shared, all the videos will be coming now. So only one link will be there. In that, you need to do everything. And for any contact or something, if you require to have it related to what we say, if you want to contact related to any videos or something, you can directly contact Priya at Zoom group. They will guide you further. So now, today, guys, we are going to start off with our discussion on food printing, where we have already stopped earlier. We have done many things on food printing. We'll discuss more now about it. So what we have done on Saturday, guys, we have started structure hacking. In structure hacking, we have learned about how to hack vulnerability based hacking. Now, based upon vulnerability, how somebody can hack you, you know about it. And in that, we are gathering the information. So we started with who is that is your IP lookup and domain lookup. We have we can call it as who is lookup. Try to get some information related to the domain names and IP addressing. We have talked about network food printing, who is food printing, network food printing, and then we discuss website food printing. So we have collected lot of information, guys, related to our victim, guys. Now, before going further, one more food printing is left out on the server side. We'll try to check. That example is nothing but your DNS food printing, guys. With the help of DNS also, I can get some more information. So with website, with IP addresses, with domain names, we have gathered something. We'll be getting more information related to DNS also. So when you go to your machine, your VM machine, you'll be seeing one folder here on your D drive. All the tools are available. So on your D drive, you'll be seeing one option called as DNS food printing, guys. So when you go to DNS food printing, you have some websites available. Before going to the website, without tools also I can do something. I'll go one example. I can give an example NS lookup. In my case, when I say NS lookup, guys, is directly taking my router IP address at the DNS server. So I say zoomgroup.com is giving me the IP address of Zoom group. So resolution. DNS job is to do what? Domain name to IP, IP to domain name. So I'm getting a resolution. But generally, this IP is of the web server. If I want to require more information about mail servers, I need to give one command here, set type equal to MX, and then I give Zoom group. Now it is showing me what, guys, if you remember, we have seen the example of what, guys, that our mail server is there with Google. So now you're getting the domain names of Google here, that our mail server is located with them, guys. If I ping these IP addresses, I'll get to know, ping this domain name, I'll get to know the IP address of what, guys? Google itself. Which server my Zoom group, because there are many servers of Google. So one of the server where Google has my account, it will display me in that case. So this is how I'm getting all the detail with the help of this. So DNS can also help me. This is a traditional method. This is a active footprinting, guys. I'm connecting to a DNS server and gathering information by somebody. But on top of it, guys, on top of this, what I'll be learning here is simple thing. Somebody say that is very difficult. I'm not very much good with DNS. There are some websites available, guys. You can note down these are the websites, different websites here. If I go for technicalinfo.net or dumpster, DNS dumpster, it will show me the domain name. It will give me all DNS records. The guys who have learned MCSE and Linux guys, they know that what are these options available. When I go for DNS dumpster and I give zoomgroup.com, there are different types of records, guys. Can you tell me what are the type of records available in DNS, guys? What are the types of records available? If you have heard about it, when you have practiced it, guys, your DNS, you have alias record, so you have A record, that is your host records, A record, host record, alias, pointer record, correct, key name. You have MX. Like this, you have different records available. Forwarders. Forwarder is a folder, guys. Forwarder is a folder. It's not a forwarder record in that case. So now when I see this, you can see on the screen, guys, some of the records are being highlighted, guys. You have NS records, that is your DNS server records, guys. So when I type zoomgroup.com, it gives me some information. Now, what is the information, guys? Directly saying here, DNS server record, Zoom group domain name, public domain name, where the DNS server is located. These are the address of my DNS server, guys. And they are located mainly in where, guys? The DNS server is with GoDaddy. These are their IP address. This is a domain name, and these are the IP address of my domain name. And where they are located, they are with GoDaddy. Means my DNS server is with GoDaddy now. MX record. MX record goes to what, guys? Google, guys. These are the IP address of Google. And these are the same thing what we have given before. That information is working, guys. You can do many things, guys. You can see here. Trace path. You can do a trace route also. You can search for which service provider is there. Nmax scan is also possible here. So here you can do many things here. When you scroll further, can you see some more detail, guys? It's giving you a total information, guys. Zoom group, how exactly all information is located. A record is nothing but your mail server, your A record information. I think here it is not, it has been limited here, but A record will be your web server IP address, guys. Your web server IP address will be displayed here. It will also show you GoDaddy. So this is the total map. This is my zone, what you created in DNS. And these are the different DNS record, NX record, MX, A record. All information are been displayed here. So with a very simple example, guys, a person who doesn't know anything can get all the details with the help of this. Okay. Now, I also have another website, technicalinfo.net. This website we have seen yesterday, guys, I mean Saturday also, but we have not used this DNS part of it. I'll say submit here. It will open one domain dossier. I've given zoomgroup.com. Here you need to enable this option now, guys. DNS records. So it will give you older information plus new information. When I scroll further here, you can see here exactly what you see in your DNS. Can you see here? Zoomgroup.com, IN, type record A, NS. NS is for name server record, guys. Means name server is nothing but you can easily identify what is your DNS server. So hacker can target DNS server also. SOA records, start of authority records, guys. This record is used where, guys? If you remember, what is the use of it? SOA records. So mainly, your SOA records are used when you have two DNS server, guys. Whenever you have two DNS server, one will be the main server, other one will be the backup. Other server will be your backup server. So whenever you do any changes on the main server, this SOA number will increase. The serial number will increase. Suppose this is 10 and this one will be also 10. I'm assuming both are same now. Now you make some changes here. This become 15. So based upon the number, this backup will know my number is 10, this number is 15. So I need to get new update. Replication happens there because there are some changes. It will copy everything from main to backup. So if some number is higher, from higher to lower, syncing or replication happens between DNS, guys. Older times, guys. Older time hacker, if I know the DNS server, I will also configure. Hacker will also do what, guys? He will also configure one DNS server. And with this footprinting, I already can see here with the help of footprinting. Can you see the serial number, guys? I know the serial number. So I will try to add higher serial number here. Whatever number is there, compared to that, I'll put a new number here. So what happens? And I create some dummy records here. This means I'll change the IP address of the servers and update here. So from year to year, reverse updates, the zone update happens reverse, guys. Your zone transfers will be happening reverse in that case. So I can corrupt the main DNS also earlier, not now. Nowadays, we compulsory configure in DNS what? I should only give update to this server or take update to this from this server. You'll mention the IP. There is a security we have implemented, guys. Latest Windows, this is possible, but older Windows, it used to take Windows Server used to take update from everywhere, guys. So that's why it was a issue what they used to face, guys. Next, when we take a further example, guys, other than website, so you can try this website, more or less they'll give the same IP addresses, guys. It's there in the folder. So same detail you will able to collect it. Somebody say I don't have a little knowledge also on DNS, guys. So for the person who doesn't have anything, a shortcut for whatever we did on Saturday till now. A shortcut, I have it. I have a tool which gives all the information in very simple way. Domain hosting view. Now here one question, guys. Somebody say, if this tool can give everything, then why we have discussed individual things, guys? What was the reason? What was the reason we have discussed individual thing, guys? Yes, backup. Not, of course. One more thing, guys. Suppose if I've shown you this tool first, guys. This is the tool I show you at the first. Then what happens is everybody will learn this tool. Now tomorrow this tool is not available. It is not working maybe. Then you don't have an option that how to go and get individual options. You have individual options and this tool. Now this tool gives everything, guys. You can see here when you go here, domain hosting view. If I give Zoom group and it gives me in a layman language, means Anybody who doesn't know anything can understand using this. Summary is been directly given to me. When I go here, it did all the thing, guys. It did IP lookups, that is your who is footprinting, website footprinting, network footprinting, as well as DNS footprinting. You can see here the first one, guys. We'll come to summary later, but you can see your DNS records, guys, showing you different DNS records, their IP addresses. So this is the DNS footprinting is completed. You can say IP lookup, guys, is saying these are the IP addresses. Automatically it's telling me this is the IP address of the web server, mail server, DNS server, where they are located, where they are hosted, the IP belongs to whom. That information is there. This total information summary has been given to you. And on top of it, it gives more information, guys. Domain is registered with GoDaddy. Domain is registered to Zoom Technology. The website is with GoDaddy, guys. Mail server with Google. DNS with GoDaddy. When the domain was created, guys, when it was updated, when it is going to expire. Website is hosted on a Windows machine and you are using iOS 8.0, guys. Is it a shortcut for everything, guys? Because this tool can give you all the details directly. But suppose if this tool is not working, you need to go with what? Longer process. That is what you learn individual option here. This is a shortcut, but longer option also you should be knowing how exactly it will be working, guys. Clear, guys? So this is how we have completed with footprinting of the servers. That how somebody will be knowing all the detail related to your IP. So with we started with only a company name. Via Google we get the domain name. Via domain name we got the IP. Now we know web server, mail server, DNS server of Zoom technology. And there may be chances we may know many more servers also. So we are gathering the information. That's all. Coming to the second part of this food printing, guys, a very important part of food printing, what we have discussed a little bit yesterday, social engineering, guys. Social engineering is a very important thing, guys. When you say social engineering, if I know a company, now I'll target his employees, guys. So many websites are used for doing it. So we started yesterday with Google. So via Google, if you know that this person is working in one XYZ organization, so I'll try to search more about that person. So where you'll get the details? You'll get the details on Facebook, social media, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Snapshot. All details you can get with the help of what? Your Google Spokio Luller.com. These are different directories of the person, guys. Your people.com also. Many websites are there. Zaba search. When I go here, so now you can see now they say that you need to register now. So you can register and you can search here. They are giving you the options here. When you search the detail, you can identify 3 billion trusted profiles, guys. Can you see here? It's a paid service. Many guys, these all companies are using this to gather the background information, guys. Nowadays, when you join some organization, what they do, Krishna, see, I've told you the websites are there. You need to know the usage. Based upon the usage, you need to use the website. Of course, you need to remember all of them. Not only that, there are thousands of websites are there, but you remember few of them in every category. Then it will be easier for you. What is the usage and what is the website? At least two or three website of every category you should remember, Krishna. So this is being used generally by what, guys? The companies, employee verification, background checking, frauds, for everything. They try to use this kind of website. So people search. When you talk about US and other thing, all details will be available on that. Similar like your CIBIL guys. In India, we have CIBIL, your credit card information guys. Uh, you will be getting the list of this that already it is there in the website. As I've told you, you need to do what? One very simple thing. See, you are going for what? Who is lookup? So when you say who is lookup, you'll get the website related to who is lookup, guys. How many websites are there, guys? You can see here. This is where you can do the lookups on different location, guys. See, there may be many. So you need to remember few of them. The VM, what I've shared, inside it, all the links are there. The VM, this is a VM machine only, guys. These links have been shared in every folder. Whatever websites I have given, every websites have been given the details here. You can see here. What website? So important I have given here. Other things are optional. See, anybody can use any website, guys. I have many websites. So I've selected some of the website. You can get more than that also. You can search it and you can work with it. That's why I told you one very simple thing, guys. We'll be discussing it later when at the end of the session. I'll try to show you again what to do. Then related to Indian profiles, currently it is not available, guys, as we discussed. But without knowing a particular website, we can still get more information. I'll give you one very simple example. Facebook. We'll start with the first one. So yesterday we have seen one example of Google, guys. That via Google, I was able to search your information. When I say Google and I was search, you can try to search your name, guys. So it will try to get you all the profiles related to you directly. If I know the name of the person, I can easily search that person. So my Apple Play Store has my name available because the Zoom app is been hosted with the name of mine. So it is showing you that display also here. So like this, whatever other details are possible, wherever my profiles are available, can be visible. Okay. Now, tell me what hacker will do if he found out some Facebook information, guys. Suppose he got my Facebook. What is going to do, guys? Tell me. If somebody got my Facebook account details, then what he can know about it, guys? Tell me. What are the things hacker will be looking into it, guys? Yes. Any idea? Your contacts, okay. What else? Mutual friends, very basic. Email information, sometime. One very important thing, guys, which comes into picture with Facebook. One very bad thing what we do nowadays is what we do updates. What we do update, guys? Nowadays, you are there in a particular location. You say, yeah, location update. That's what I'm trying to tell Suprita. That whenever somebody is moving, they say, I'm at XYZ location. I'm doing this. I'm having this food in this restaurant. I'm watching movies with my friend. This location updates are very dangerous, guys. Try to understand what happens is there are some you have your Facebook ID. I know now. I'll take some of one of the name of your person friend and I'll send you a friend request to you. Many guys does what they assume that if I have more number of Facebook friends is very good. They accept requests from unknown person. They accept requests from unknown person. So if they accept requests from unknown person, what happens once I'm your friend, I can get all updates from you guys. I can get all updates from you. And older time when you see some movies, if somebody wants to kidnap some XYZ person, guys, what they need to do previously, guys? If you see the movies, if somebody wants to kidnap some person, what they do? So previously, before kidnapping, few days before, what they do, they monitor the activity when that person is coming, when there is going, what he is doing. all activity they need to monitor, and then they need to do the kidnap. Now, in the cyber age, guys, I need to only do what, guys? Very simple thing. I need to be friend on your Facebook. You are going to give me a all update where you are going, what you are doing, where you are doing that. One of the simple example, a fiction has been given it, but it is more or less true also, guys. So here, this is one of the video which has been shared on your Telegram also, guys. You can go through it. I think it is I think Tamil movie Abhimanyu, I think. Now, in this case, they try to highlight what the particular a small kid got kidnapped. So why? Why she got kidnapped? Because her mother was putting all information related to her over the Facebook, all details. So here you can see all the profile, what she likes, what she doesn't like. So based upon that, the ice cream what she was liking, somebody has took that information and what time she was coming, they collected it and they capture that person. You have to be very careful when you put the information over the internet, guys, because FB is one of the case. Whatever you do everything and you put it. I'll tell you one very simple example, guys. I'll tell my example, real time example. I was there with to implement some project on Calcutta Police for some security. I think 7 8 years back. So when I went to that location, it was a police means that particular location. They need to implement some security there. So what I did was they need to go to data center. So when I got to the data center, I put the firewall. I was doing the installation. There was a BPO person, means the person means it was like they had given a project to some XYZ person, outsourced job work was there. So there was some other person who was doing this managing of this firewalls. They came with me at the data center. Now he has come for the first time, guys. What he started doing? He started clicking pictures and started uploading on the Facebook, telling what, guys? I'm at XYZ data center. I am for this organization. I'm implementing this particular firewall. And he uploaded all this information. What he did, guys? What he did? What is the summary? What I want to tell you, guys? Did I need to do food printing now, guys? Because that guy totally given the information that this I'm at XYZ location, this data center for this company. I'm implementing security with this firewall also. So firewall also information is there. So if hacker sees that information, he will do what? He'll find out what is the firewall, what are the loophole, and try to hack the firewall. So never reveal your information about your network to unknown person, guys. Never. It's very dangerous, guys. You should reveal your information only to the known person. Suppose the persons who are working, guys, you have any doubts. If you have any doubts, you discuss it. I'm not saying no. I'll tell you my example. Many students ask me the question about their organization also. It is good. But when they're asking a question, they need to be very careful who are the nearby persons standing there. He is discussing with me is okay. He will say, I have this firewall, I have this web server, I have this IP address, and how to do it. I share the information with them. But if many guys are listening at the same time, they got the information. If they want to attack those server, they can easily attack. You should make sure that you don't leak any information outside. To any unknown person, you should not reveal the details. That is a summary of your food printing. So Facebook can be dangerous. What is the use of LinkedIn, guys? What is the use of LinkedIn? Yes. Professional network, job searching. Okay. Now, hackers also use LinkedIn, guys. If I go to LinkedIn, what information I'll get, guys? Can you tell me? From hacker's point of view, connection is okay. I'm not bothered related connections. What is the main focus I'll be looking when I'm connecting via LinkedIn? What information hacker can gather using LinkedIn? That is already there. If I search Zoom technology, it will show me the list of persons who are working with Zoom technology, guys. It will easily show you. What else? Company? No, I'm not interested in that part more. No. Now tell me, guys, what you put in your profile, guys. Generally, suppose if you have a LinkedIn profile, what are the things you're going to put in your LinkedIn profile? Skills, very importantly. Skills. So when you go, you can log into any LinkedIn profile, guys. The very important part is what, guys? The skills available. So suppose if I take one very simple example, you put all information there. Suppose if I go to a LinkedIn profile here, you can see where I have worked, what I did here, what are the, you can see here, this is public. I'm not logged in also, guys. So here you can see here where what are the knowledge you have it. You also put when you go here logged in, it will show you that what are the other details is what knowledge you have, guys. That information also will be displayed to you. You will say, suppose you're working on maybe Cisco routers. So you generally say, I work on Cisco routers. Everything I'm going to put on that. Now try to understand one very important thing, guys. Why are this? Suppose if you have put, Exchange server, Active Directory, Cisco routers. So from this, can I understand that your organization is using any one of these services, guys? Then only they are hiring you. Why? If you're doing a job in that organization, they require those skills. That's why they hire you. So from outside only, without doing that network and other footprinting, using social engineering, I can get to know what more details about the organization. And directly, it is 100% correct information because you are putting the information. A user, a person who is working is putting the information that I'm using XYZ firewall, means I have a knowledge on Fortinet firewalls. I know that you're using Fortinet firewall in that. So you need to be very careful on the LinkedIn also who should see the profiles, who should not be viewing the profiles. Your privacy issues, you need to control properly on your Facebook and your LinkedIn, guys. Because these are the source of your leakage. How somebody knows about you guys. Social engineering is very important in real time scenario. I have one video which talks about one very simple thing. I think this is the first video in the associate groups. The guys who have joined it can, in the channel, you can see that particular video. That video talks about what, guys? It is only a fiction, guys. Few years back, it is a fiction everywhere. So not only this, when you say job websites, we'll also give the same thing. Naukri, your shine.com, some companies searching for some employee, they say I require a person with this knowledge. Indirectly, they are giving the information outside. So information is given, but hacker looks information in different manner. Normal user looks information in different manner here. We are looking at the hacker's perspective. What information are being leaked? So this is a fiction, but it can be true, guys. And this, when we come to the ending of our ethical hacking session, you will know that this is 100% true in that case. So try to see here. In this particular thing, I'm going to only run in smaller here. There are subtitles available here. So this guy, he wants to order a pizza. So he calls a particular service center and he wants to order a pizza. So he gives some number, his mobile number. And after giving the mobile number, he started ordering the pizza in that case. Now, once he started ordering the pizza, he says that I want this flavor or I want cheese pizza or something. The operator says what based upon the information they have. You have a high blood, means that is your health is not good, so it is not recommended. You are hospitalized last time. It's not recommended to go for this particular piece app. You say, I want to pay via credit card. You say your credit card bill is not being paid. You cannot do it. So what I'm trying to say is, it's similar like your Aadhaar, where Aadhaar is linked to everything. Same way here also, I call a call center. He knows all information about you compared to other things in that case. He also says that when he start arguing with her, they also says what you can go through the video. It will be much better because instead of I explaining everything, it will be a better option. So that video is shared on your channel, your Telegram channel. It will be I most probably it is the first video. You can go through it. So it is an example that if Aadhaar is connected, everybody is using Aadhaar. So I know everything about you. That what is your bank accounts, what are your mobile phones, your license, your passport, your land transaction. So one number is connected to everything. So this is done why? Because government want to monitor you, they try to connect it. But if this information some other person got it, he can also monitor very easily in this case, guys. Social engineering is very dangerous in real time scenario. And one very simple example, guys. You give your phone number now. When you give your phone number to somebody, is also a problem, guys. Anyone interested in giving his phone number, guys? Yes. Anyone? I'm not going to hack you. I'm only going to show you. I'm only going to send some messages to it. Any one of them can put their phone number. Nobody? Okay. One person has put it. Sunaj. So now, 1 second. Only one guy. Not all of them, guys. Technically, you should not reveal the number. If you are revealing it, then it's a problem, guys. That is what I want to highlight. But it is only for the demo. I'm sending it to one person only. Now, if somebody say, what happens if I give my phone number to other person, guys? So try to understand, guys, whenever you have a phone number, and if somebody has got your number, there is a chance that somebody can hack you also. So you may be getting something called as what nowadays many call messages related to what you get calls related to what, guys? Your loans and other things, marketing calls. Mr. Sunish, had you received the messages, guys? You received some messages, SMS, approximate 10 SMS you got it, and they are from different location. Somebody is spoofing your message, guys. Means they are spoofing the message. They are the codes, of course. What is their OTP? He got 100, means here I put a very small number. There is only a small number available that 10 OTPs I had given him. So from different red bus, maybe netmeds and many things, you got different OTP to him in that case. So what I am trying to tell here is somebody can easily fool the person. How? If you receive OTP, what is the first thing comes in the mind, guys? What is the first thing comes in the mind if you start receiving OTP from different numbers, guys? Of course, bank is one of them, but other than bank or other thing, if you receive OTP, what you will be knowing? When OTP comes, guys? Nowadays, OTP comes for not only banks, your social media, everything. Someone is requesting for what? Somebody is requesting for change of password, guys. Verification. Any transaction, somebody try to change the password also. They ask you for what, guys? OTP in that case. So many times, if you this is a prank app, guys. What I have shown here is one of the prank app, but it can be misused by somebody. Somebody try to access something, so they are asking for OTP. So of course, correct. It is a bomb it up, but like this, you have many apps available. So bomb it up is one of the app. Like this, you have many more app available. So in this case, what I am trying to highlight here is, first thing, when you get SMS, first thing comes in the mind is what? Somebody try to access your account. Now, suppose it comes from 100 different location. Some of the location are well known. If somebody says Redbus and somebody says NetMed and maybe Flipkart and other thing, many guys have an account with Flipkart as well as Redbus or maybe iGo or something. So if they see that, they'll easily say that somebody is trying to access their account. In the meanwhile, you get a call from somebody. Now, call telling what? That I'm calling from Redbus. Somebody, we are seeing some suspicious activity on your site. I want to block the activity, to kindly provide me the details. Without knowing who is on the other side, you may be giving the details to them. You need to be very careful. Don't give details over the phone to the unknown person until unless you verify him is the correct thing. And this is one of the example, guys. You can see here. This is hackathon which has happened in US. They given a live example of something called as wishing attack. Wishing is for the password stealing, guys. Now this is a person without any code, social engineering, without any code, without any technical knowledge. How somebody get your password? Is Jessica. She is going to get the password here. So now she wants to collect the information. So what she is doing, she had some basic information of that person. So she's calling his cell phone provider and try to get his email address. Not only that, she'll reset the password of that person also. So here she's calling that particular cell phone company. And based upon the number, you can easily identify which company is there. So they send the call center of it. So she calls, she spoofs the number. I have shown you one example. Your SMS is coming from XYZ company. I am sending my from my phone, but you are getting from different company name. Same way. In background, she had started here crying baby sound. In the background, she started crying baby sound. YouTube, there are many videos and other things are available. So she found one sound and she is playing in background this sound. And now she's talking to the person in that case. When she is talking to the person, she try to simulate what? She's a mother, some babies spying, I mean, crying in background, and she tries to create emergency. One very important part, guys. She told clearly that I can't call you back. So means whatever details she wanted, she said try to complete in the current call only. Don't disconnect the call. If it does disconnect also, you cannot reach me. So that's why she tries to complete everything in the call, because if the call is disconnected and the customer care will try to call, it will go to original person, not to her. So that's why she does it. So within few seconds, she asks here about that her husband account she doesn't know and she want to log in and she doesn't have it. Within 30 seconds, she has given his account. Not only that, she will allow us to reset the password also, guys. So what I'm trying to say is, she's saying that she cannot receive OTP also because my baby is crying there. So all this stuff she does, she prove herself genuine. Only for one thing, guys, she was playing in background a crying baby sound. So the operator assume what? The person, a mother with a baby, cannot do hacking. This is acting as a proof for him in that case. The person, he's saying they given all the detail and they reset the password also. It was only a phone call and a crying baby. They are the two things which they took, and it is the art of gathering, guys. The hacker takes art of gathering the information to work with it in that case. This video is also shared with you in the Telegram app. You can hear what are the exactly it happens. But this all thing can be possible. So social engineering is very dangerous, guys. We'll discuss more on social engineering when we come to the passwords. But for the time being, this one. Coming to the next one, guys. The next category in the food printing, guys. We are going with your email. We call as email food printing, guys. So we have completed in food printing up to here. You can go for email food printing now. Email food printing is a older technique nowadays, guys. But still, I'll be talking about it here. Now, when I use this email tracker pro, it can be an application or it can be a website, guys. So based upon your email, I can track your details in two manners, guys. Either you send an email to me or I send an email to you. In both the location, I can get to know your IP address, guys. So only hacker will send an email to you and I can get to know your IP address. So when you take a very simple example, suppose you go to a email, guys. I'm taking one of the example here, my email account. Now you go to email. Now suppose you go to one of the email, you click on the email of a person you received it. Suppose I received from this email. Now, when I go to this email, you have an option here, something called as show original. In every email, open the email and check show original here. Latest, technically, this is what you will get. This is the original detail available, guys. Can you see here the original detail? This is used for tracking somebody. The summary of this is what here on the top it is showing here. From this IP address, the email is being sent, guys. This is a mail server from where the email is being sent, guys. So, or a person IP address. Sometime it will also show you what, guys, from the location from where somebody has sent me the email also. If it is a, suppose you have sent it from your mobile phone, so I know your public IP from where you are sending this. This kind of all details are available. Yeah, if I say IKEA, generally they use what? Generally different services. Original mail will not be there. But can you see here the public IP? So older times, what used to have, guys? Can you tell me what is the use of Outlook Express, guys, or Microsoft Outlook? What is the use of Microsoft Outlook and Outlook Express, guys? Thunderbird. In many organizations, the persons who are working used to use Microsoft Outlook and Outlook Express. Downloading of email, guys. Generally, older time, what everybody used to do, see, older time internet was not good and internet was not available everywhere. Offline access, correct, Mrs. Paul. So offline access is nothing but user will be connecting what? They'll install this Outlook Express, they give the settings, they download all the emails from the mail server to their computer and they can send the mail also. So if user is using Outlook or Microsoft Outlook or Thunderbird and he sends and receive a mail, I can see the original IP of the computer from where the mail is being sent. So older times it was very easy that if somebody send a mail from anywhere over the world, if I receive his mail, I can get to know what is his IP address. Once I know his public IP, I can directly target him in that. But nowadays, this is not working, guys. Why? Simple reason. Everybody does what, guys? They connect to the website like Gmail and then they access what, guys? Emails. So if I access, if I log in here and from here, if I send the email will be sent using what IP address? Your Google IP address, guys. It will always show you Google IP address. It will never show you the original IP address of the person in that case. So email tracking was already previously possible, guys. You can also do one thing, guys. There are softwares available. So suppose I want to see here. Now this is can be used for checking purpose also, guys. When I go to show original, you have an option of copy clipboard. I'm copying this header here. If I put this header in my software, suppose here trace email, 1 second, trace header. In trace header, I'd put my details here. And when I say trace here, it will connect and it will show me all the details about what is that IP, how it is there. Need to check. Okay, some issue. Yeah, I was seeing somewhere else, guys. So I say my trace report here. You can see here. It knows this is a server IP, where it is located. It's trying to do a trace route of it. And on the other side, it gives me all the detail. So that server is running what services, who is of that particular server, 49 series, belongs to whom, domain headers. So it is a domain name. Who has registered that domain name, where it is located, all detail. So whether it is coming from correct location or fake location, you can easily identify the person in that case. And there are some websites which can also do this, guys. The tool is one of the case. Websites are very important. You can search over internet for email header tracking, guys. You can search on websites here, email header tracking. This can also be used, guys, for what? To identify fake email, guys. To identify fake emails, you can use it. Now, when I open, there is one website called as Cyber Forensic. This is from CDAC, guys. This is a CDAC website, Indian government CDAC website, guys. So I'm putting that headers here. Any email, you can put it. You know that what is the source of that email, guys. So can you see here? This is the contact person name. This is the email. This is the IP from where the mail has been sent, guys. How the mails have sent, and this is how I received it. My email ID is this. This is my public IP on which I receive my email here. And who is the owner of that IP? It is mentioning that. So this identifies more probably what? That from Hyderabad only somebody has sent the email in that case. Somebody is spoofing on it. So that is there. And somebody is using Hyderabad Network Operation Center. The ISP is from Hyderabad. A summary information has been displayed. So there was one information, guys. I use this technique to track a criminal. What was happened was in one of the organization, nowadays phishing email happens via emails only, guys. So one of the person has received some email and he has done it. Only nothing, you don't have to do anything, guys. Mr. Rohit, you have to only go to any whatever email you received it. You need to go to show original. In your open the email, there is an option called as show original. You need to say copy. So this is the header information from where the mail is received. And you go to any website, like I've told you, you had gone to cyberforensics.in. You put your headers here and try to track. So it can give you the detail. But as I've told you, nowadays very difficult. Why? Because you will not go get to know the original IP of the person. You'll only see what sometimes the Google IP. Because many guys sends a mail directly from Google. Google knows from where he logged in. So Google can give you original IP. But you know that mail is original or not, that information. Can you see here? This is a mail from Google. So directly showing you what, guys? Contact Google, guys. So I received an email from Priya. He's saying it is from the Google directly. He's showing me Google IP address, guys. If you want to know the correct IP, then you should follow my Saturday's information, guys. IP logger, guys. I've shown you IP logger. Using IP logger, you type here any code or picture or something. I can get to know exact IP address. The condition is what? So we hackers, we generally police also use this link to track the criminal, guys. So I send you only the link. I'll get to know your IP address. You can put anything, a picture, you can put some message, greetings, anything. So on the front, you will only see picture. You only click the picture to open it. It's a thumbnail. You click it to open it. It will show you the details in that case. So this is how somebody can track. So this is the latest way. This doesn't matter because it will show you original IP of the person from where he's accessing. Sometime it will also show you what, guys? The geolocation also, guys. Now, the last thing. Using this, a hacker can reach to a particular user IP details. The user IP details can be reached here. Now, one important thing. Hacker can go one step ahead also. He can also get exactly your geolocation, guys. For this is a very simple thing. He will be hacking your Gmail account, guys. There was one meme running over internet, guys, and that is a very true meme. The meme says that Google is hiring the person. No need for sending any information. Why? Google says what? They have all the information about you. So here you can see here. Okay. I think it is not displayed. I think already there in the group is there. You can check it out there. So Google, one second. Google meme. Yeah, this one. Can you see the picture here, guys? Now many guys say, what exactly this means? Indirectly, guys, Google is spying on you, guys. Google has all information what you are not having, and you are not aware of it. What Google is tracking of it. One very simple example of it: where you visited yesterday, what you did yesterday, I can directly show you here. I don't have to show you. You can also see by yourself. You need to only go to what, guys? Go to Google location history. You search here location history, Google location history. When you go to this location history link, try to log in using your email account, guys. Try to log in using the email account what you are using on your mobile phone. Nowadays, every email account are tracked, but I'm only saying a mobile phone. Try to track using your mobile phone email account, guys. I'm trying to. Generally, you use your account, guys. One second. So now is logging here. When you go to that location history, and generally you are using one, you have configured one email account on your mobile phone for downloading apps. That account is used for tracking you, guys. Now, what is tracking, guys? It tracks you everything, and it is not one day. It is for last few year tracking is happening, guys. So suppose if I take one example, this is a summary. You can see wherever I visited, it is showing me all the pictures all around wherever I visited. Not only that, it may go much detailed information, guys. Suppose if I say 2019 in February, guys. When I say 2019 February, so it's giving you the map of this one, guys. You can see here. So now, suppose, one second, check 2018 maybe. Yeah, 2018, sorry. When I selected 2018, below it is showing you that I had gone 11 trips. One of the trip you can see here. When I click on this one of the trip here, it shows me all detail what I did from scratch, guys. From where I started, how much I drived it, time wise. You may have forgotten 2 years back what you have done. It is not forgetting here, it is giving all the information here. Now, what I'm highlighting, guys, here is one very simple thing, guys. This is all the location is happening. Now, I think on Tuesday, this is what I want to highlight here. So we have visited, you can see here, all location what I visited is available here. So I'll show you one example here. Maybe this one. So now, sorry, I'm not able to find it. But I had gone for visiting your location, one of the location where I need to go for something like I'd gone to RBI, Reserve Bank of India, guys, for the training. So what time I had gone, what I did, day wise, time wise detail is available. And this is taken without your knowledge by default. Now many guys may say it's capturing with the help of location, guys. So you can disable location, then you will not track this. Whether you disable or not disable, guys. Suppose you disable, guys, your location part. But most of the application nowadays require what? Location. If you say you want to book a order of food, you need to give location. You need to order a cab, you need to give a location. Nowadays, banks, whenever you're doing a transaction, banks also ask for the location. So location is enabled everywhere. That location, Google is keeping an eye and is showing you all the detail here. So here, when I take one example here, I'll try to see if possible. Yeah, can you see here the path? See, this day I was there in 28. I'd gone for some work there. I had some seminar at Reserve Bank of India on cybersecurity. You can see on the right hand side here where it clearly indicates that from morning till evening where I was in that. You can see on the right hand side, 4 o'clock, I gone there. It is noticing what I'm doing also. I took a train, I walked it, I took a cab, 3 hours journey from here to here. Then I was there from morning till evening till there. In evening, again I started, again I took the train, and again I was back to normal. Not only that, if I say maybe March, if I know the dates, maybe Friday, Saturday, here you can see here I was there in some training with the police academy in Hyderabad, guys. There also cybersecurity training was there related to hacking and other thing. And here also it shows what date and time. So from my home, I had gone to Zoom technology. From there, I visited there. Full day session I was having it. In between, I had gone for lunch also. That is showing me that also. That when I got for the lunch, all details are being captured. So now, first question: is Google is spying on you guys? Yes or no? Because many guys had the information that everybody say Google is taking information. There's a very clear indication, all details. So you need to log in to your account to see it. What details Google is having, guys? There is one more option, guys. Here it is only tracking the information. Okay. What is the good usage? What is the bad usage of it, guys? Can you tell me? It is legal. You are giving the permission, guys. See, when you use Google, your Android phone, when you are using it, whatever is there. They are not doing anything wrong on that case. You can go to Google, disable it. That is not a problem. But I told you again, when it is asking you permission, Mr. Ram, whenever you install any application, he said this app require what? Location. You give them the permission. The moment you give permission, Google is also taking the permission. Because application is installed on what? Your Android. Easily tracking, guys. And nowadays, forget about this permission. Without permission, also it can access. You can use this when your phone is lost. You can use it for that. That is a good purpose of it. If your phone has been lost, you log into the email account and easily try to track where it was the last location. But this will be only valid till the person, till this person. See, generally there is one option which Google says phone, find my phone. So you have another option that find my phone. Using that, you can track it. This is nothing to do with find my phone, but it can be a little bit helpful for you. When I show this feature to the police told one very simple thing. It's a very good feature for us. If a customer means if the criminal says that I was not there at this location, we'll log into his account and tell you what he was this location at this date and time. You can clearly tell that. Of course, they have the cell tower information, but cell tower is not exact geolocation, guys. This is exact geolocation what you are going to get. Only this, or Google can do something more also, guys. You can search something called as my activity viewer, guys. When I go for my activity.google.com and you use the same email account, any email account, guys. When you scroll further, guys, can you see here the date, guys? What date? What is been accessing, guys? If I say can you see on my phone whatever things are happened? Now today morning I use what, guys? 8:30 a.m. WebEx. I use Zoom application. WhatsApp. 3 times I open WhatsApp, guys. If I say detail, this is the time 3:50, 6 o'clock a.m., 8 a.m. I enable WhatsApp here. It's tracking each and every application what you are using on your phone. Current is only showing you guys what application you have opened. Luckily, it is not showing you what conversation you are doing it. But 100% that is also possible, guys. That is also possible, guys. So now you have to be very much careful that all information what you use, you have gone to any website, you have gone whatever you access on your phone, all that actions are being tracked, guys. Somebody say I delete the history, Google activity history, or I delete this information. Already I discussed yesterday, guys. Deleting means what, guys? According to you, delete means what? Not visible to you. It is deleted, but it is not shown to you. And many guys who have deleted something, they were able to retrieve it back also. So some of the students, there are many things over internet, Google location history, what you have deleted, they were able to see some of the information back also. So be careful when you put everything over the internet. So nowadays, criminals are now using what? Which phone, guys? The older phones, guys. Criminals are not using smartphones. They are using older phones because via older phone, internet is not there. Internet is not there. Nobody can track them. Nobody can extract information. Nobody can connect it. Yeah, this is the biggest disadvantage of internet, that something is being collected. Now, somebody say, I disable location history, I disable application permission. But the operating system, what you're using on your mobile phone, guys, Android, it is collecting it. Nowadays, forget about that. You only go to Google from your laptop. Latest Windows 10, another thing. Can you see here? It is showing you India here. iOS also does a tracking the same manner. Whatever OS is there, that's what I'm saying. Irrespective. Now you go to Google website from any platform, automatically it will take the location also, guys. Sometimes it will show you Hyderabad, Panchgutta, exact geolocation also. So location is getting enabled in every operating system now. So keep an eye on you in that case. So this is all things you are going to work. The last option, Google hacking, guys. In food printing, the last category of hacking is your Google hacking. So in Google hacking, what you need to do, guys? One very simple thing. What is the use? What is the Google, guys? First of all, yes. What is Google? Yes, guys. What Google does mainly? What is the purpose of Google? Information? No. Search engine, correct? Search engine. You're trying to search something with the help of Google. Now, what you search is different. How the hacker search is different. Google hacking means how hacker will get the information with the help of Google. Google hacking doesn't mean that we are going to hack Google accounts or Google website or something. Using Google, how I can get more and more information. Generally, when you search, you do what, guys? You put, suppose you want some hacking information. So you say food printing, suppose food printing. You want some documentation on food printing. You say food printing, hacking, PPTs. I'm searching this. It's showing me PPTs of this much result, guys. Generally, you search like this. Now, hacker wants what? They are also doing the searching, but in different manner, guys. Hacker search the same thing with specific result, guys. Nothing. Incognito mode is nothing. You can IP details, everything is visible to them. So it is not a problem. You can be tracked. We'll discuss in detail when we go further. We discuss dark web. You'll get to know about it, Krishna. We have sessions maybe in a couple of days. You'll get to know that VPN can be tracked or not. We'll see that. So currently, food printing, guys. So instead of searching like this, I can say what? Food printing file type equal to PPT. These are some codes I'm using, guys. So what I'll do now is, previously you have seen how much result it was having, guys. It was having a lot of result here. You can see here this many number of results were there. Now when I say food printing file type PPTX or PPT, in that case, you can see here the number of results have gone. I've gone for what? Very simple, guys. Shortcuts. The codes I'm using to read this particular destination in that case. So I'll use this. These are different strings which hacker tries to find out some specific information in that case. We call as the codes to reach your destination. Correct, Mrs. Chandu? It is called as docs also. So now I've searched it. Suppose I want to find PDFs. So I can say PDFs here. So related to food printing, what are the PDFs are there? It will show the result. I can also search from some specific domain also. Site equal to edu. It will only show you PDF files or PPT files. From where, guys? Education website only. So you can see here, it is more specific result compared to the previous one, guys. So these are the ways somebody can search it. Now, Google, as it is a search engine, it will search everything which is connected to internet. So I can reach any destination over the internet. So now what hacker is looking, I'm going to show you that now. You go to one website called as, you can search something called as Google Hacking Database, also called as Google Docs, Google Hacking Database. You search Google Hacking Database in Google, you'll go here. When you go to this database, can you see around here, guys? Around 6,000 different types of codes are there via which I can search for some specific thing, guys. I can search unique things directly with the help of this, guys. You can see here 5,900, 400 things are there, and you can see the latest dates. And these are different codes available. So what I'll show you, which is very easily understandable to you guys, I'm going to show you one very simple thing. I'll go to filter. I'll say here various online devices. You can do it for many of them. I'm going to select various online devices here. When I see this, you can see here, and here you can also, you have an option of searching, guys. You can search here camera. I selected cameras here. You can see the latest date is available, guys. I'm taking one of them. You can take any one of them, guys. I'm opening the links here. So here, when you click this link, it was been published here. When you click on this link, it will search in Google. It has gone up to what is saying me. These are a particular specific company cameras, 43 cameras. I'm able to get it. And not only that, some of the camera I can directly view it without username and password. What is the use of CCTV cameras, guys? What is the use of CCTV camera? Security, monitoring. Now, what I'm trying to say is hackers are targeting CCTV cameras, guys. And after, it is for surveillance. So here, it is opening. If there is a chance, I can see something, guys. I think here it is not that much visible. You can see here. Some of the cameras, you can also move it, guys. Moving is also possible. I'll try another thing, maybe. Many cameras here. You can see 900 cameras. Axis cameras. So one particular company camera, which will be visible. More or less everything is black out here. I'll see another one. Can you see here the activity, guys? This is a live camera which has been running on. So XYZ camera, I can remotely connect and check here. I'll show you one of them. I have some other string here. So I have list of codes which has been given to you guys on your VM machine. You can try some of them. So when I go here in your Google hacking camera string, guys, you can use this one to search more about your cameras, guys. There are many are there. You can try all of them, different companies. See, try to understand why everybody use cameras, guys. What is the main purpose? Everybody puts a camera for viewing from outside, correct, guys? So now I'm at my office. I want to see what is happening in my home. I put CCTV camera, but this is possible for doing other person also. In that case, other person can also see here. Secure location like airport cameras are also publicly. A particular vendor, guys. I'm not saying all cameras, guys. This is a vulnerability. Based upon the vulnerability, I'm able to reach some cameras, guys. Can you see here? This is a Pajala airport. This is an airport camera. I'm able to connect it. Sometimes you'll able to see a plane also here. I wanted to show you some live something where something is moving around. It will be easier. And not only that, sometimes you can also change the angle of the cameras. That is also possible, guys. So many links are there using which it is possible. Here I'm scrolling the back. You can see their IP addresses, different IP addresses. Bank camera. Can you see here? Bank camera is also there. And they're not the live picture, guys. Now suppose you can see here. Here this is a security they had implemented now. But other one, I'm able to reach it. Can you see here? This is a live one, which you can see here. It is moving. It's not a picture. It has been moving. In some cases, you can also change the angle of the camera. So try to understand if a hacker wants to rob you or something, you implement a CCTV camera. What they can do, they can hack your camera, change the angle. Camera is working because if the camera is switched off, somebody can easily identify somebody has done manipulation. They'll change the angle and then they do the robbery. Their particular faces, other thing will not be coming in that. And there were many guys. There's a big list of things which are available. So nowadays, I've told you a particular vendor camera you can search over internet. I can also search your routers, also TP-Link router, HP routers. Google Docs give you those information to search anybody over internet. Different things are there using which it can be search in that case. Your Google Docs, when you go here, instead of camera, if you remove it, you can see here Fuji Xerox guys. If they are connected to internet, these all devices can be searched and they can be reached from the internet, guys. These are different things, guys. You can see here. Solar admin, some dashboards are there. I can easily search and read them. Now, recordings. Here also you can see what is there. These are the latest one. You can see here. It's a live one here. I'll try to check zoom in. I can change the angle also. The angle can be changed. You can see here some moving target is moving there. So now, one very simple thing. You can see here some activity happening. Zoom in, zoom out is also possible here. You have different options of different source, guys. This is a street cameras, guys, but it can be other person's cameras also. Now, there was some intelligent guy who has a lot of time. They have searched for what, guys? State-wise, city-wise, country-wise cameras. You can search on internet for cam India. Not only India, you'll get all around the cameras. And when I go here, I can go via India or city. It will show me all the cameras, guys. Can you see here? Delhi camera. Now, today, most of the time, you will see that I cannot show you anything. Why? Because of the lockdown in India, everything will be locked. Means you will not see much activity somewhere. We'll see here if this is possible. It is a road camera somewhere in Rajasthan. It will use up your bandwidth, guys. You need to be very careful. It will show you sometime. So somebody has took this. They had created a website. So inseccam.org, inseccam.org, category wise, city wise, cameras are being given, guys. Here I I can say Mumbai cameras. There's some office, inside office, guys. Can you see here? This is inside. You can see this guy is working. In the lockdown, somebody is working there. Okay. So what I am trying to highlight here is, can is it dangerous now to put the cameras also, guys? We'll discuss what is the solution for it, how you can resolve this issue, guys. See, it depends upon what, guys. See, there are many cameras. They know based upon what? Geolocations, geolocation, IP addressing. Yesterday we have discussed based upon IP, you are able to find which location the servers are located. So based upon IP, they can easily know that which location that camera is in that case. They know accordingly in that case. And sometimes what they do, they send the request to the ISP and they try to collect more information. So you will get more information about this. So we have completed here food printing, guys. So in food printing, our main job is to gather the information, guys. We have gathered information about organization via Google. Then we have got different URLs, domain names, email IDs. So functionality of food printing is what? Gather much you can. You have captured domain names, contact number, email ID, addresses. You can also check for what, guys? URLs. What are the different URLs available? We have netcraft.com, operating system, IP address, which version of web server you are using now, domain, network, who is having that particular IP series, what is the service provider, DNS information. We'll discuss this services later. Locations of the server, trace route, email tracking. Now, this is what, when you directly take information from Netcraft, is the example of passive. But you take from abc.com directly, is the example of active. These are the tools, guys. You can note down the tools. Mail tracking, who read me, network tools, archive, some of them. These are some of the tools which you are working with, guys. Food printing websites. There are some tools also available. So email tracker pro, path, web data extractor. Web data extractor will use little bit more when we come to phishing. Last time we'll see the last tool, but other tools you can practice. One very important thing, guys. See here, you need to focus more on the concepts because softwares are going to change here. So of course, you can use a lab manual, guys. This ethical hacking lab manual is available on your Zoom app, guys. You can download Zoom app on your mobile phone. After downloading Zoom app, you can go through the lab manual. You need to register one account on it. After that, you can access your cyber security associate, in which you can see all this information, guys. So by presentation will be also available to you. Lab manual, step by step information about how to do the lab, one by one. What are the example they have been given? But suggestion is what, guys? You try to do without lab manual, because when you do without lab manual, you get more questions. Errors will be coming. If you do practice using lab manual, it's like you're following somebody else's book. You are only following that. You're not trying something new. You can try different things with the help of this. In lab manual, only selected websites are given, guys. I may be giving many more websites, so you can try many more things with this. So now, guys, we'll start with the second part, little bit more detail to capture. It is in the Zoom app, guys. I'll be showing you that also. What is the lab setup? I'll tell you. I told you, Suprita, you need to download that mobile on your map. You can search for Zoom technology app, guys. And search on your Play Store, Google Play Store. You can download it. Zoom technology. application, Android. This one, guys, is already available. This is the icon available, guys. In that, you have something called as free material. Using that, you can go through it. There are some older videos also available for your ESC. But this will be the different one. We'll discuss it, Suprita, how to do about it. We'll see it in that. I'll discuss with. Okay. So now, when we are going to work, guys, we'll see how exactly will be working here. So when you take an example here, already I told you to register in the link. Once you register in the link, then only you will be receiving the material, Mr. Manish. You have to register in the link, then only you will be getting it. Otherwise, you will not be receiving any material. So now, scanning. Scanning is little bit more detailed. This is a kind of a active food printing, guys. Already you did food printing. Now you're going one more step ahead, guys. So scanning is the first active step to target the victim, guys. From this point onward, guys, everything what we do, guys, will be where, guys? On your computer only, guys. You are not going to do over the internet. Now somebody say why? Why we are not going to do over the internet, guys? From this point till now, I didn't put any restriction. I told that you can go to internet, search everything, not a problem. But now I'm saying what? From this point onwards, whatever you're going to do will be local only, not over the internet. What's the reason, guys? Of course, the discussion what we discussed earlier. Now, suppose assume that I'm targeting Zoom technology website. I am working with Zoom only. If I am doing it, is there any problem? Because assume that I am a owner of Zoom technology. I am doing testing of my website. Means I use these tools to check it. Is there any issue? No, because I am the owner. I can check anything. Not a problem at all. So with food printing, what we got it using scanning, you will try to get more details. But the problem here is what? Zoom technology website is hosted where, guys? With GoDaddy. And GoDaddy is not only hosting Zoom technology, it is hosting many services. There is one server on which Zoom technology and many other websites are also been hosted. The problem here is what? If I do something, my content is Zoom technology is mine, but the server infrastructure is of whom, guys? GoDaddy. So without information about GoDaddy, without having a permission from GoDaddy, I cannot do scanning, guys. If you have a server at your office, guys, you can directly do the scanning, no problem at all, guys. Because you are the owner, you can do it. But if I do scanning on GoDaddy servers, is it hacking or ethical hacking, guys? If I scan GoDaddy servers, is it hacking or ethical hacking? It will be hacking because I am doing without permission from GoDaddy, guys. You need to be very careful when you're working there. So over the internet, you should not do it. You will be doing everything on your local computer because there are when you learn the second module, you get to know that somebody does any kind of thing, guys, immediately it will get detected by the person. Its firewall, IPS will immediately detect something has happened. I just now shown you one example. I tried to connect to some particular camera. The firewall, there was a firewall, Sonic War firewall has blocked me. You are telling that this IP belongs to India. Because of this IP belongs to India, you're not allowed. It identified the attack and blocked it. So that is the same thing happens in real time also, guys. So scanning, guys. So scanning is specific information related to system now. So there are multiple types of scanner software, guys. IP scanner, port scanner, vulnerability scanner, and application scanner. There is a fourth type of scanner also, application scanner, guys. Now, first thing, the approach of the hacker. He got IP details, everything. So now he want to check how many devices are online or offline, guys. Now, for making your device online and offline, he will be checking something using IP scanner. The job of IP scanner is to what? Check how many devices are online in that IP series. Because see, we got one web server IP, but there may be many IPs belonging to that particular company. So how many devices are online in that IP? How many are used? How many are not used? We are going to focus on it. The first one is IP scanner, guys. Now, the lab, guys. For the lab, as we discussed yesterday, guys, I'd shared you two VMs, guys. Three VMs are there totally. So you need to use two VMs, guys. You need to download VMware Workstation, Mr. Siddharth. I think Mr. Manish, you need to download the VM machine. After downloading, I told you the step, guys. The first step is what? You need to go to the VM, virtual network adapter, select VMnet 0. And in VMnet 0, if you're getting internet via Wi-Fi, select your Wi-Fi NIC card here. If you're getting via cable, select your cable. In my case, it is Wi-Fi, so I'm using my Wi-Fi adapter, guys. I'm going to use my Wi-Fi adapter here because I'm going via Wi-Fi here. I'll say OK here. And you need to go to the properties of the VM settings. Select network adapter as VMnet 0, guys. This is only you need to do, guys. VMware Workstation 15. It's better to use VMware Workstation 15. Download the file, open the file. That's all. You need to only start the file, guys. You'll get this folder. When you download from internet, guys, you'll be getting this particular, like this one zip rar file will be there. You need to extract the file. When you extract the file, this will be the file what you will get. You'll get one folder like this, cybersec m. You'll get it. In this folder, you need to highlight this VMX file. Double click on it, automatically your system will start, guys. So cybersec m is where all my tools are available, guys. It's a Windows 7 OS, you can use it. Minimum to do the lab, guys. You require how much amount of RAM? I've told you minimum is 4 GB, guys. Without 4 GB, you can, it will be difficult for you to do the lab. So 4 GB lab, you can do it. Suppose somebody say I have lesser than 4 GB. So instead of cybersec m, use Windows XP. Use Windows XP VM and try to practice on that. But suggestion is what? Most of the guys will have 4 GB. You can directly practice on this one here. So now, automatically you'll get IP address on this computer. Is a DSCP, you know DSCP, so automatically you'll get IP and you should get internet. First, you make sure you have internet access onto the computer. So this machine, you should have internet access. So now, first step, guys, I want to know how many devices are online. So I can do what? When I check IP config, I'm getting some, my computer IP is in 29 series. So instead of checking public IP, I'll be checking private. In my LAN, how many computers are online? So how I can check? Simple thing. I'll start like this. 192.168, 29.1, 29.2, 29.3, 29.4. If I do like this, how many IPs are there? And it will take a longer time for me to work with it. So instead of this, I can use one application called as IP scanner, guys. So now in your security assessment, second folder called as scanning, IP scanners. I'm going to use IP scanner now. In this scanner, angry IP scan. I need to give starting IP and ending IP. Real time scenario. Hacker will give public IP address here. The public IP of GoDaddy range and ending IP of the range. He will give the IP and say start. Here, as I've told you, you should do everything on your lab environment. So you are going to search this. Now when I check here, it's checking one by one thing, guys. Here it's telling me which computers are online. It's saying 21 is Android. Can you see here? Android, my Wi-Fi. I'm connected to my Wi-Fi. So if my phone is being connected, it's saying 254 computer, guys, from which 6 computers are alive. 6 IP is responding back. 6 IP address. You can see here. This is one of the IP here. You also have another IP below. You can see there. Can you see here? One more IP address here. There are 6 IP addresses displaying that this IP address are online on my server. Instead of that, you can also do one thing. I can go to preferences and I can say that display only alive host. So alive host means what? Whichever are on, only that will be displayed. The machines which are off, it will not show you. Only the same output, but different manner. These are the IP which have been online and they are working, guys. Can you see here? There are 6 IP which have been online here. So instead of doing individual ping, guys, you are using some application to achieve the goal, guys. I'll be telling you the password, guys. Mr. Siddharth, we are not going to use server today. So when we are going to use server, I'll tell you the password of it. Okay. So Windows 7, the password is cybersec, guys. Cybersec or secure. All the VM will either have cybersec or secure. Any one of the password you can use to work with it. So Windows Server will discuss what exactly this will be doing. So first step hacker does is what? IP scanning to check the computers are online or offline. You can use this application for checking in your LAN also. If you know that in your LAN you have 10 machine online, but if somebody's got connected, some guest got connected to your network, or some suspicious IP you are suspecting some wrong behavior happening in your LAN, you can use this to identify which devices are available in my LAN. So if you find any suspicious IP, you can find more details about it. What is that IP? Whether it's connected without permission or with permission in that. So IP scanner, guys. The function of IP scanner is to check which computers are online, which computers are offline. That's all. Nothing other than that. So instead of pinging class A, class B, or class C network individually, just scanning all the IP, a range. You can give a range. That range will be scanned automatically. Coming to the next part, port scanner, guys. Port scanner. Now, first of all, you tell me, what do you mean by ports, guys? What is ports? Yes, most of the guys have known about your CCNA, guys. In your CCNA, you learn something called as ports. What this port means? Port numbers. No, not at the transport layer, Mister. No, 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 no. Of course, TCP UDP is okay, but port number works at application layer, guys, not at transport. They are the services. No, Mr. Ram, you're totally wrong. Computer PC, those ports are different. I'm talking about what? Services. Port numbers are nothing but services, guys. So try to understand what is the function of ports. We are trying to refresh here something what you learn in your networking, guys. So assume this is networking. In networking, guys, you have two things: server, client. You have server computer, you have a client computer. Now, everybody will have an IP address. So IP is what? 1.1.1.1 example. This IP is 1.1.1.2 is another IP address, guys. So now, when you take one example in this, whenever client sends a request to the server, I want some information from server. The server serves some services. Client acquire those services. So server means what? Is going to some service. Now to open the service, it works on some port number, guys. So well-known services, guys. So total number of ports, guys. Every computer, total number of ports, guys. 0 to 65,535. Total number of ports. Any computer can have 0 to 65,535, from which older times 0 to 1023 are reserved. Generally, they say they are reserved. In short, server ports. Remaining are your client ports. But nowadays, this number has increased, guys. It has increased up to around 49,000 something, 49,152 something. I'm putting 49,000. It is reserved. So these ports are reserved now as server, the latest OS, guys. 49,151, correct, guys. So now this has been reserved now. Now, after that, whatever is available from 52 to 65,535, they are my client ports, guys. So here, previously, books will only say this is reserve port, but now these values have changed, guys. So anything between this will be my server port. Now, what do you mean by server port, guys? Try to understand. So suppose on my machine, on my computer, if I'm offering web services, means I install IIS, Apache, it is going to open a door via which client can come inside. So opening of door is nothing but opening of a port, guys. So HTTP works on well-known port, guys. HTTP is working on port number 80, guys. HTTPS is 443, POP3 110. Generally, POP3 is used for mail services, sending and receiving mail. IMAP 143, SMTP 25. You have something called as FTP 21. Many guys say 2021, but for the timing, we'll say 21 only. You also have something called as Telnet 23. You also have SSH 22, DNS 53, DSCP 67, 68. You also have RDP 3389. Now, this indicates what, guys? Try to understand how your port works. So now, I was telling you, hacker needs to have a very good knowledge about networking also. So this is required for understanding what ports are open on my server. So client, I've told you, if I'm saying I have a server, any port between 0 to 169 will be working in that case. Now, when you take one very simple example here, no, both ports are on the server because in DSCP you have different ways of configuring. So 67, 68, both are on the server only. They're on the server ports, not on the client ports, guys. So try to understand here. When I install IIS, it will open port number 80. So now, whenever this computer wants to access website, what is going to do, guys? He will open a browser. He will type, suppose, IP address of this computer. He type here http://1.1.1. If you type in the browser, your Firefox, Chrome, everything, then what happens? The request from this computer will go to my server and it will send the request on which port, guys? I've told you. So client, it will open anything after what, guys? I've told you by default, client will open which port? 49,151 onwards. Any port is open on the client side. So generally, if you remember, when you learn TCP/IP, guys, you have what, guys? I'm sending my request. So this is my request. Source IP 1.2, my computer IP, source IP. Destination IP will be 1.1. This is my destination IP, guys. Source port number. You have source port number, guys, which will be 49,000. Older time it was 1,023 above. Now it is 49,151. But the destination will be what, guys? 80. So this is how the request will come to this particular server, guys. And when this reply, it will be reverse. This will become source. This will become source. This will become destination. It will be reverse whenever the person is going to reply. So port number is for what? To identify what client wants. So here you are typing HTTP in the starting, guys. So HTTP means what? The request will go on port number destination port 80. If it is HTTPS, then the request will go on 443 port number, guys. If it is FTP here, then the request will go on port number 21. So if I'm using these servers, this service will be open. If I'm not having this server, this ports will be closed, guys. So when the port will open, when you install software, when you configure FTP server, web server, DNS server, then the ports will be getting open, guys. Clear, guys? What exactly the port means here? They are the logical ports in your operating system. Port number works at application layer, guys. The port number is working at application. Classification of service happens at application layer. Of course, at transport layer, they are segregated, but they are defined at your application layer. So now, hacker wanted to know what? Is there any port open on the server? If it is there, he will try to get inside using that port number. He's trying to search. There is a house. In the house, I want to enter the house. So in there, is there any doors or windows are open via which I can get inside? So ports are the doors and windows via which somebody can get inside here. To know that, what I need to do, guys? DORA process, it is for the DHCP, not for this. DORA process is when you are talking about DHCP is different. I'm talking about the hacker here. So here, when you take one example in this case, you need to know the port scanning, guys. Correct. So instead of port scanning, older time, what we used to do, you need to understand that first. So try to understand. Suppose I got one IP address. Suppose assume that this is my Zoom technology server IP address 29.200. I'll say ping. By default, which machine it is, guys? This machine is which machine? Windows, Linux, Cisco. Which computer? Is a Windows. The TTL value indicates is a Windows machine here. So now I know that. But now I want to know what? Is there any door open? So what I'll do? I'll say telnet 192.168.29.200. And then I'll say port number 80. This is the port number I'm giving. Port number 80. When I give this, It is showing you something here. This means what? It got connected to my server. Means what? This port is open on the IP address. And it's clearly showing IIS 5.0. IIS 5.0. I'm able to connect to the server. This port is open here. I'll try another port here, maybe 22. In this case, saying 22 is SSH. It's saying this IP address doesn't have 22 open. SSH is not running it. So that's why it is not open. You cannot connect using that. I'll try to connect 21 guys FTP. You can see here it got connected. Some message has been displayed here. So this indicates what? FTP is also running on the server. So what I need to do now? If I want to check how many ports are open, guys, how many I need to try here? This command, how many times? How many times I need to try this commands, guys? Older time it was 1023, but nowadays it's 49,000, guys. 49,000, any port can be open. It can be any server port, guys. So I need to try one by one all these ports to check which port is working, which is not working. And this is only on one IP, guys. If I have 10 IPs, this multiply by 10, guys. This will be multiplied by 10 if I have multiple IP. So now we use what, guys? Port scanners. We use port scanners to scan my computer, guys. The job of port scanner is what, guys? It will do the same thing. I'll give the IP here. I'm giving my private IP here. So suppose I'm giving a single IP. You can give a range also here. Now, here you have an option. Scan all the port in the list or scan all the port. If I say this, one by one, all the ports will be checked. But this will be a time consuming process, guys. I want what well-known ports to be scanned. I'll select from the list. There is a list given here. You go there on the list here and say select all. These are the well-known ports, guys. I can select this and say select all. It is asking you for saving. You can save it. You can save your test. So now when I say select the list, I've selected it. Now I'll say start. When I say start, guys, you can see here one computer, how many ports are open. It is showing you one by one all the ports, guys. It's showing you a list of the ports which are open on that machine. But these are the well-known port, guys. I'm not checking all 65,000 ports. Whatever ports are easily well-known ports, I'm checking those ports. Are they open or not? So here you can see here what I had already confirmed on that IP. FTP was working, HTTP was working. So you want to check, you check here on the browser, type the IP address of the server to check whether web server is working. Can you see? I got the web page. So this IP is having web server. The proof of it, the port is open. Means what? The service is working, guys. You can also check FTP here. FTP is also working, guys. You can see here. The FTP server. Currently, there is no files available, but FTP server also is opening. You can see that also here. So this indicates what? Port scanner is telling you what are the ports are opening here. In your tomorrow's discussion, guys, we are going to discuss more detail on port scanning, guys, because today it took little more time to discuss on what are the ports and how they work. Little bit on the networking because some guys are fresher. So I took that particular detail here. So tomorrow more detail will discuss on port scanner. But tomorrow will be the main part, guys. Whatever we collected the information in last 2 days, tomorrow we are going to use it to attack it. I'll show you what would be happening. So try to understand here. So Tomorrow, after port scanning, we'll find out loopholes, bugs, vulnerabilities, and then I'll show you how it can be exploited. I'll only show you one very simple thing, guys. This is what I'm going to show you tomorrow. This is my web server. This is a page. Tomorrow, if the hacker wants to hack it, what he is going to do? Of course, we are not going to do that, but to show you that hacker can hack you, I'm going to use that option, guys. So this is what we'll do the explanation tomorrow. I'm only showing you idea what is possible, guys. What is possible, how it happens, we are going to in detail discuss tomorrow. This is a trailer of what we are going to discuss tomorrow. So here I'm copying some file onto the server using browser. If there is a vulnerability, I'm copying some file on the server using the browser, guys. Not only that, I can replace the file also, guys. I can, if I use this and I do that, already I shown you the page earlier. Now, if I refresh this, can you see the page has been changed, guys? This is what hacker is going to do. That we are going to discuss in your tomorrow's session. How he was able to change this, how it was possible. So this is possible with the help of vulnerability. So after port scanning, we'll discuss vulnerabilities and then we'll try to see what are the ways somebody can hack you. So in your tomorrow's session will be a very important session. Till now, you may find out you are only collecting, you are not doing actively something. But whatever information you have gathered, using that is going to hack tomorrow. Tomorrow's session will be very important. I'll be showing you web server hacking and router hacking in your tomorrow's session, as well as computer hacking also, a computer with a normal browser, how it can be hacked. That also we are going to see in your tomorrow's session. So any queries or question, guys, related to today's session, guys? Are you clear, all of you? You're getting it properly, every information? Okay. So what I would suggest is kindly make sure you register, guys, on your group. I've told you the registration link was mentioned to you. You register in the material link, then only you will be receiving everything. So yes, once you are registered, Mr. Manish, you will be receiving the details in that case. Okay, because it was told on the first day. Till now you are not registered. Today you register. So that's why once you are registered by evening, you should be receiving the details in that case. Okay. So I've shown you how to do the setup on the lab also. You do accordingly in that case. If anything is there, I'll be available on the Telegram, guys. You can directly message me on the Telegram. We'll be working. There is no WhatsApp group, guys. WhatsApp is not secure. We are not using it. We'll be working only with the Telegram group, guys. Server C, I've told you, server C is nothing but your RAR. You need to unzip it. Mr. Akhil, I think. Who is there? Sai Kumar. Server C is the file for your Windows server. Tomorrow you'll get idea what to do with that server in that case. Okay. Using which it can be made possible. No, there is no file. Viruses are there inside, but there will be no problem at all. There is no issue to work with in that case. We'll be discussing it. You're on the day 3, guys. Day 3, day 4. You have to wait till day 10. You'll discuss how mobile have been hacked, how virus is possible, how virus has been downloaded, how somebody will do it. Technically, Mr. Krishna, you have to download all the files in the VM. Whatever VM files are there, all the 3 files you download it because they will be used in the future in that case. Banjara Hills 11401. You need to register for the channel. Guys, kindly log in with your Zoom ID because today you are lucky, guys, that nobody logged in. If somebody logged in, if they are Zoom, they don't find your Zoom ID, then they are directly going to expel you from the session. suggest you, request you, kindly log in using your Zoom ID, guys. Okay. You put your name and then your Zoom ID. Siddharth, I have sent you. It is a PepsiCo address, correct? On that address, you should have received it. Channel. You can use my this email. You should receive it. If you receive the material, the same ID, you should receive it. Check in the spam using this email ID. 100% there will be there. Okay. If something is there, you buzz me. I'll try to reply you back in that case. Okay. So I've given my number, and you need to be patient, guys, when you're talking about videos, because videos will be coming and they will be automatically updated to that particular folder, what folder has been given to you. If anything is there, you wait for approximate 2 days minimum, guys, because there is a delay from Cisco WebEx. It's not in our hand, guys. Okay. Mr. Krishna, I think you attended today's session only. Okay, you can call me on my number. You have my number, you can note down the number, I'll guide you further. You can call me on this number after maybe 10-15 minutes. I can guide you further. Okay. So, any guys, if you have any other things, queries, or questions, you can always reach me on my Telegram directly. I'll share all the details on it. And of course, first time you can call me also on my number, not a problem. Okay. See you tomorrow. Tomorrow will be important session. Kindly don't miss your tomorrow's session. Have a nice day. See you.